Hey everyone. I know I keep waffling on about narcissistic behaviour, but I hate seeing people stuck in toxic situations, toxic people. You know, the universe isn't for that. It's for evolution and growth, not stagnation and being stuck and destruction and just not going anywhere. And I know what it's like being trapped in any sort of toxic situation with people, whether it be in a close relationship or not. When you're an empath and when you've gone through abuse, which makes you an empath, well, it can make you a narcissist as well, but it's made me an empath. I understand what it's like, how hard it is to get out of a toxic relationship with someone because of the beliefs that you've been brainwashed to believe. You know, I always had that feeling, even growing up, that something wasn't right. Something shouldn't be like this. I shouldn't be going through what I'm going through. And there's got to be something better. That was through my childhood. And then I met my ex-husband. And it was the same there. You know, I was over 16, I could do what I want. I was allowed, I was classed as an adult. I had my own choices to make. But I didn't realise on certain levels what choices I had to make, what freedom of choice that I had. That I was allowed to make the right choice for me. I never thought I had that before, I was led to believe that I didn't have a choice, that I had to put up with the abuse in whatever form it came in. And I thought that I had to put up with living the life that I had. And I really didn't know that I had the choice. And I do think that was growing up, being told that no, I'm not allowed to do this, I'm not allowed to do that, I'm not allowed to do this, you're not allowed to do that, Cass, no, you can't do that, you're not allowed to. Can I do? No, you can't. Can I have? No, you can't. And then when I was allowed, it was like begrudgingly. Even going and asking my gran if I can go out to play after my tea. I'd eaten all my tea, I was a good girl, I'd done all my homework. My room was tidy and I'd go and ask. And she'd either completely ignore me, so I'd have to ask again. And I'd get completely ignored again. And I'd ask again. And then I'd get the response of, oh, I suppose so. If you must, And it was like, alright. And it was like I was doing an inconvenience to her. But I'm an adult, I know what every parent's like, Every parent needs a break from their kids. Yeah, go out and play, go on, bye. Come back at, when it gets dark or whatever. That was another thing. Come back at whatever time. I never had a watch. And then I'd get bullied, I'd get told off for coming home late. And you should have asked someone. Yeah, but you taught me not to speak to strangers. None of my friends have got a watch. Oh, you should have asked someone that walked past. You told me not to speak to strangers. That's what you get taught from an early age. So it's a catch-22 situation. But eventually I got bought a watch. But not that I come in at the right time anyway. yeah, the life I was living at my home, I didn't want to go home, you know. And at the age I was at the time, and the time that I had to come in, it was quite silly really. All my friends, they was allowed to stay out until, I think it was at least a couple of hours when I had to get home. You know, and it was just control on all aspects when I was growing up. So I never thought that I really had a choice to be able to make the decision for myself for what was good for myself. So I know how difficult it is to get out of a relationship and not feel guilty staying away, because you'll get all sorts of backlash. You're selfish, you're greedy, you're hurting me, but I love you, and everything I did was for you, and it's because you fucked up, your head's up your ass, you're crazy, you've got mental illness, it's because you're disruptive, blah, blah. The list goes on. It's all put downs to make you feel guilty, to guilt trip you back into feeling sorry for them again, feeling like you was at fault basically, and everything fucked up because of you. And even though they know it was them and you know it was them, they make you feel like shit for walking away. And this is why you tend to go back, because again, you want to keep the peace. Again, you want to make somebody feel better. Again, you want to help someone. Again, you want to help them heal, help them feel better. And again, you're being brainwashed into believing that it's the right thing to do because you're such a kind, compassionate empath. You know the pain that they're going through, or supposedly going through. Now, is it the pain that they've lost you? That they've lost your love? That they've lost that connection with you? That deep soul connection? No. It's the fact that they've lost their gopher, their source of income. They've lost their victim that they can abuse. They've lost their way of letting out anger. Because they can't do it by themselves, can they? They need somebody there to feed on, to make feel small. And that's it, they've lost their power. That's the main thing, they've lost the power over you. And they hate it. So they'll try everything they can to get you back in. Even if it's revenge, just pure evil revenge. And they'll think it'll work. And yeah, when your head's in a certain place, it will work over and over again. Repeating patterns, same thing. That's why I stayed with my ex-husband for 10 years. And boyfriends for years that I shouldn't have done, Even friends I shouldn't have bothered with. Just walked away. It is just a continual pattern until you realise what these people are doing to you. And that is it, what they're doing to you. It's not what they're doing for you. We do that for them. Empaths work for their partners, basically. They work for everybody else. Because they don't really see themselves as the person that needs the love, even though they want it. And they don't see themselves as the person that deserves the love. Because they're made to feel that they're unlovable because they're so toxic to this toxic person, being so nasty, being so unlovable, being so evil towards a person that's slowly destroying the brain. And it's just sick, it really is. But you get stuck in it. I've done it for years. People pleasing. But there really is some people that you can't please no matter how much of a nice person, or how much money you've got, or whatever, you know what you can give. You can give and give and give until you've got fuck all else to give. And they'll take your last breath and still want more. You know. And the thing is, are you willing to put up with that? Are you willing to continue a life that might end up with you topping yourself? Just to end it all, just to end the pain, end the onslaught, end the drama, the chaos. Just get peace, quiet. You know, or do you want to have something different? Do you want to find what you so desperately think that you're getting from this person? Which is love, caring, compassion, honesty. This goes on again, you know. I knew deep down in all the relationships that I've had, there was always something better. Always something wrong about the situation that I was in, the person that I was with, the family that I was in, the friends that I had. It wasn't nurturing, it wasn't helping me move forward. Even when I wanted to move forward, in the most simplest, easiest ways that any normal person would want to move forward, I was told no, you're not allowed to. You've got to make do with what you've got. It's not for you to have. You can't have that, you're not allowed it. But that's just toxic brainwashing to stop you going, moving away and getting what you fucking deserve, which is the life that you deserve, the life that you want, a life of self-love, of abundance, of happiness, of peace, of no drama, no chaos, and you're in full control. They don't want that. They don't want you to find control, because once you find what your life is supposed to be, they know that it lost you for good, and they will try everything in their power to keep you. This is why you've got to be, well, for me, this is why I have to block them completely. So I'm not getting a constant text message, phone call, a private message on the PC and things like that, or messages in my emails and things like that. It's so I don't get triggered. It's so my empathy doesn't get triggered. I mean, it does in a certain way, but you know, when you're a big empath, even the most toxic of people, you have your heart for. You know, they've already had it straight away. And it's difficult to actually take that back, because you're a kind, loving person to everyone. And you can see that if only that they thought slightly different, if there was only that little connection there in the brain that switches on the empathy for them, they'd be a completely different person. And yeah, you might get that person that you thought you was going to get in the first place. But some people just aren't willing to do that work. Some people can't realise that they have to do that work. And they end up lonely people. Bitter, twisted, hating everybody in the world. And that's not for me. And I certainly don't want to be in any sort of relationship with a person that would willingly fuck my head up for their own benefit. And once you realise that you have a choice, that you can walk away from these people, you don't have to live like that. There is something better, you just got to go get it. And it doesn't matter if you haven't got anything at all. If you're stuck in a narcissistic relationship, a toxic relationship, it's classed as domestic violence, domestic abuse. And in England, it's against the law. It's manipulation, forceful manipulation, mental manipulation, coercive behaviour. Because somebody that's trapped with a narcissist can be brainwashed to go and do things that they don't want to do. That if it wasn't the fact that this narcissist had brainwashed them, to fear the repercussions of what's going to happen to them if they don't do what they're told, then they wouldn't do it. You know, my gran had a hold of me for years, you know. I would panic. I'd feel like a terrified child again, you know, the repercussions of being told off and battered, you know. I took that to adulthood. And my ex-husband knew about it, and he used it against me. That's how I carried on marrying him. I was going to back out because I had these feelings that it wasn't right. That I did love him, but I wasn't in love with him anymore. And yeah, when he phoned my gran, because I said I was going to back out of the wedding, he phoned her on purpose and handed the phone over to me. And she just turned around to me and she said, "You've made your bed, you lay in it." You know, after I told her everything, all my thoughts and feelings of my insecurities about John and the situation, that I didn't like some of the stuff that he was doing, his values, just him as a person. And yeah, instead of getting the support from a nurturing gran, then I wouldn't have gone through with it, you know. A normal person would have said, "Well, yeah, he is toxic. I'm glad you've realised. Get your stuff, come home. We'll sort things out. You don't have to marry him. You know, you can walk away. Walk away." But no, she knew that he was toxic. She knew that he would control me, just like she's controlled me all my life. And she'd be quite happy to sit there. Watch you like a fucking soap opera. Oh yeah. Oh, he's done that to her now. Oh yeah, she feels fucking horrible. Yeah. Oh yeah. Just look at what he's doing. Brilliant. Well done, John. She thought the sun shone out of his arse. But you know, that's what people are like. Not all people. Narcissists. Toxic people. They love the destruction. They love the hurt. They love the pain that they're causing others, or to see others go through it. You know, 'cause, you know, you'll have these narcissists that will have what they call flying monkeys to do all their work for them. So really, she was just making John another flying monkey, really. Somebody else that she could use to cause me harm. And she was quite happy for me to carry on with that and not give me the sound advice that I needed at that time, was to trust my fucking instincts and run for the fucking hills. But then I wouldn't have got a beautiful daughter out of it, which yes, and I wouldn't have learnt so many lessons out of it. I mean, I was trying. I did have those instincts, you know, and that's what you've got to listen to, that gut feeling, and it is the gut feeling. Don't let the head get in with it. It's the gut. If the gut says, "I don't like this," you know, you're getting that fucking fear feeling, anxiety, panic, but there's no sort of like, "Yeah, I've got this feeling, but it's going to be good after," you know. You're excited before going through this. It's more of a fear, "Oh God, no, I don't want to do this." Then listen to it. What it's telling you is fucking 100% correct. And again, when you've got that feeling of fear, panic, butterflies, anxiety, but you're excited for what's going to happen or what might happen, go with that. You know, it really is. You've got to listen to yourself. No matter what anybody else says to you, at the end of the day, it's your life. It's what you feel that is right or wrong that you should listen to. If you feel it's wrong, run. If you feel it's right, go for it. But don't let anybody else convince you what is right and wrong, because they're trying to convince you from their own point of view. It's the same as me. I'm just trying to convince people about narcissistic behaviour. But I don't have to convince people. I'm just pointing out facts. But facts from my own perspective. You can believe me or not, it's up to you. I know there's going to be people sat there, which I know is a certain type of people that would be just fucking going, she's talking bullshit, she don't know what she's going on about. Yeah, look at her, blah, 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 blah. Poking fun at me and whatnot. Yeah, suffering and whatnot. No. Sorry, love, but if you're going through thoughts like that, then I don't think you're an empath. I think you're more on the toxic side of things, Because anybody that's been through this or knows anything about abuse or can recognise abuse in another person or recognise that somebody else has been abused, if you can't recognise that, if you make fun of it, then yeah, you're definitely on the narcissistic side, the toxic side of people. And you're the sort of people that I'm trying to warn others against, because we do need to be warned about you, very much so. You're dangerous. You can cause so much destruction to one person's life. You can make them want to kill themselves, just for your own pleasure, just for your own gratification, just for your own greed, just for your own self-serving, selfish reasons. And if I can wake the world up, if I can wake my friends up, if I can wake my family up, if I can wake the people closest to me up, then I'm doing something good. It'd be nice if I could wake the narcissist up. Don't know about that one yet. If I could just cope with people around me, waking them up. I've woke myself up, I've woke a few up already. I'm having a knock-on effect, and it's a good one. And I am receiving the rewards from it, from the universe, and it's brilliant. I didn't set out to do this just to be rewarded from the universe. It was something that's always been ingrained in me. To be nice and kind and help others. And especially now, because I've got life experience. I'm nearly 48. I'm 45 of those, 44, 45 of those were around toxic people. Toxic influences that screwed with my head to the point of me wanting to take my life. To the point where I developed mental illness. To the point where I was constantly triggered. Couldn't leave the house. Couldn't speak to anyone. Didn't have any aspirations. Couldn't see a future. I was stuck in that dark, dark, dark place. Not thinking that I had an escape. And the switch around to who I am now, it really is astounding. I'm not trying to boast or anything like that. If you could have been in my head a few years ago and then be in my head now, you really would be astonished at just a complete flip. The 180 flip. Gone from dark to light completely in all aspects. It's life-changing. It really is. But at the end of the day, you're the only person that can change your life. Nobody can make you happy but you. Nobody else knows how to make you happy but you. So why would you put all that responsibility into somebody else's hand to make you happy? Especially if they're not making you happy. Or maybe once in a blue moon they're making you happy. That's not happiness. That's not love. You know? Don't give somebody all that responsibility, because they're not going to do it from your version of love or happiness. They're going to do it from their own. And if it's twisted, then you're going on a horrible, horrible ride until you realise that this isn't for you. Time to let go. Time to go. So, anyway. Yes, I do get affected very much when I see people going through abuse from a toxic person. Because I know the damage it does. And I know the very worst outcome that can come from it. And if I can stop it, I will. I mean, I can talk to them blue in the face, to the people that I love. And they know that I'm right. But until they're really able to accept what's going on, to see reality for what it really is, then nothing's going to change. But the more I can talk about my own stuff, the more I'm hoping whoever comes across these videos will go, oh yeah, okay, that makes sense. That makes total sense. And they start putting it into their own lives. And they start making better decisions for themselves, based on themselves, and not based on a manipulative, cruel person that they're trying to please, that they're never going to please. So, yes, I've nearly waffled on again for another half an hour. I'm very sorry, but I hope there is like a little shred of knowledge that makes that light bulb go ding. Oh yeah, let's get moving in the right direction. And like I say, if you are stuck in sort of a relationship like that, there are organisations that can help you to get out of it. I mean, you might have to do it hush hush, because obviously a narcissist isn't going to want to know, or not, they're not going to want to find out that you want to leave them, or that you're going to leave them, because they'll step up their abuse to the highest level that they can. Until you give in. And sometimes you might have to take that step forward and go to court and ask that they get restrained, that there's a court order that they can't come anywhere near you. I've had to do that. Some people will take it to that level because they just cannot let you go. But they can't see that they're the cause of all your harm. And that is fucked up. But there's nothing you can do about it. There's no amount of love that you can give that person that's going to correct it. Because you've been doing it already, you know? You've gone to the limits. You've gone to as far as anybody could possibly go to make somebody's life better. And they're still not doing, they're still not accepting what you're doing. Still twisting it around and making it out that you're the one that's causing all the shit. When it's not. It's them. So, if you ever have that gut feeling that something is wrong in your relationship, listen to it. Yes, there is something wrong. And if you have that gut feeling that it's your partner that's wrong, listen to it. Because it's true. And if you know deep down in your heart that you're a good, kind person, honest, caring, truthful, and your partner is making you out to be the complete opposite, then It's not you that's the twisted person, it's them. And they're just doing it to control you. That's what it comes down to. Control. They want full control. They want the power over you. And the only way to stop that is to walk away. Break all contact. You know, take away the abuser's victim. If you're the victim, take yourself the hell away. You know, it's like a car. Everything runs in its system, doesn't it? And it cycles and that to keep it going. It's all got to have specific things that it needs to do to keep it going. Just like a narcissist, to keep a relationship going, they have to do certain tactics, say certain things to keep them working as they want you to. So in a car, you take away a fuse, it doesn't work. Take away the petrol, it won't work. Puncture a few tyres, can't go anywhere. Take yourself away from a narcissist, the abuse stops. And you start getting better. So, anyway, I shall say goodbye now. So, love you all. Speak to you later.